Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
So first of all, while creating the hut, I guess Dinesh, Jinal and Dinesh showed me the hut, right? Dinesh, you only showed me the hut. Yes. So the first thing, the way Dinesh made the roof, and he tried to give the hints of the tiles by extruding the alternate faces. Okay, that also I liked. That can be a possibility of making the tiles. Okay, but what else you can do? Just check how you can create the tiles without increasing the polygon too much. So I'm taking a cube, and let's delete this face. Inserting one loop, and let's modify a little bit. Selecting all the edges except this, this, and this. This loop I'm not selecting, and let's go to mesh and sorry, edit mesh and bevel. Fraction can be a little more. So this is what we got. Okay, if you want, you can press 3. It will look like this. Or if you want to keep like this, that is also fine because I beveled it, so all the edges are already smooth. So there is no problem. Now just keep it over here and let's change the pivot point from there to this point. Okay, and I will rotate a little bit like this. So how much to rotate? Just going to the front view. Approximately this much. Duplicate, and I'm keeping it approximately over here. Okay, now similarly I will duplicate. It has to be random. Okay, now for the sake of the demo I am keeping it like this only, but it has to be random. Like I will come to that point. Okay, now basically what I was saying, it has to be random. I guess getting my point, right? It has to be very random like this. Okay, now select this mesh, combine, and then You just need to place it on the roof. So tiles are there. So okay, you can place three. Is that okay? All of you understood how to make tiles? So it's all about the design you want. So I have just created a tablet and just replicated it. So it can be your own design. The tablet design can be your own design and just duplicate it. Now, some houses, some houses, it is looking a flat plane. Some houses will not be a plane. Most of the tiles, the actual hut, if you analyze, it will not be straight enough. Okay, it will be it will be somehow like this or like this. Okay, because of the gravitational force, the middle part will come downward a little bit, or a bamboo support is there, it will come down up to that bamboo support. Okay, and it will try to settle down. Every weather change means every year after the monsoon, uh, it will settle down a little bit. Again, next year it will settle down more. Next year it will settle down more. It will be like this. Okay, though uh, it is a clay tablet, then also it will happen. So in that case, what can be done? For the first time, I am going to deform. Okay, I think it is not the right time to show you the deformers, but still, for the need of the project, I'm showing you. Going to the deform, I'll come back to these options later on. So today I'm showing you only one option, and that is called lattice. Okay, so I'm adding lattice to it. So this is the lattice, and here is the shape node of lattice, and in this you will get the subdivisions. So instead of 2, let's make it 4. Over here also subdivision, let's make it 4. And here I don't want any subdivision, so let's make it 2. It is like this. Okay, now what I'll do, right click, going to the component of the lattice, so that is called a lattice point. In between, selecting the lattice point, and I'll just push it inside. I guess you are getting my point. And over here also the same thing I'm going to do. This is what I was talking about. You can get the maximum realism by using all these attributes. Okay, when everything is done, just select it, edit, delete by type, history. Now this deformation is permanent, what you have seen. So now you want to add more realism. So far is okay, guys? You understood, all of you? Deform, lattice. Okay, all right. Now you want to add more realism. It should look much more realistic. So what I'm doing, I'm taking a cylinder. Let's make it 8. Always remember, you are using a cylinder. You need to start with 8 subdivision level. Just make it a habit. Entirely, this will not be visible, but a little bit. You don't have to show the entire bamboo, but little bit from here and there. It can be visible. Now over here, I have kept the distance same. It should not be the same distance. So two very close. One will be a little bit in gap. So it has to be very random. It has to be like this. Okay. Now, adding more realism. Everything should be random. In nature, everything is random. Like this. Okay. So now I'm selecting this mesh separate, adding more realism. Okay. Some of the areas, the tiles is broken. Like this. Adding more realism. Tell me, getting my point? All of you? So one thing you need to remember as a modeler, when you are making something, it is not about making things perfect. Okay. Uh, it's all about making things natural. Okay. How it is in nature. In nature, a cylindrical shape is not a perfect cylindrical shape. A cubic shape is not a perfect cubic shape. Okay. So all the rooftops of the hut you are creating, try to mimic like what you have observed or what you can visualize, or take an image and uh, taking that reference, just try to mimic it. Okay. And as much as you can make it natural, that should be your goal. Sagar, for the cylinder I told you don't have to keep the entire cylinder, because you cannot match it, and you don't have to, because bamboo or the wood, basically it cannot be straight. Basically what happens, while building the house, the bamboo will be straight and the tiles also will be straight, but through weather, monsoon will come, it will be wet, and gradually it will bend. The bamboo will bend and the entire structure will bend. That's the reason. Understood? So we don't have to create the entire bamboo structure until unless you are creating the house from inside. In that case, you need to create it. Otherwise, it will be like this only. There is no problem. Okay. So now moving towards the next point, I told Jinal to make a mud slab. Okay, the slab should be made of mud or something like that. So first of all, you already have created this base. In villages, actually, you can see slabs, mud slabs. Inside, maybe bricks or stones are there, and the upper plaster is made of mud. All right. Now, my first job is I'll delete the base. I don't need it because it will be inside the landscape, so will not be visible. So that face is unnecessary. So I just have deleted it. Second point is selecting all the edges. Actually, I don't have to select the bottom edges. Not needed. All right. So selected the edges. Edit mesh, and let's bevel it. make it a practice. Whatever will make this kind of objects, we are going to Google it. Okay, any inorganic model. Inorganic, you understand, all of you? Inorganic. Tell me, all of you understand inorganic? Okay. Just give inorganic means. Give me some examples. Inorganic. Two things: inorganic and organic. In modeling, also two kinds of modelings: organic modeling and inorganic modeling. So, what do you mean by inorganic? Tell me. Inorganic means asymmetric, stable, chair, maybe. Okay. Non-artificial things, so non-chemical, artificial models. Nita is saying, Tanmay is saying, not in perfect symmetry. Okay. Vijay saying car, Tanmay is saying nature. Nature is organic or inorganic? Okay, Sagar is saying organic. Okay, basically, let me explain. And from modeling point of view, also, I'll explain how to remember. Okay, the things are having life are organic things. Okay, the things don't have life are inorganic things. Now, while modeling, don't remember like that. Means that is the actual. But while modeling, you know what? Suppose have you noticed the stone structure beside the sea? Have you observed the stones beside a sea? Okay, so in that you can see pores on the stone, isn't it? Pores. The patterns will be like corals. So though there is no life, but those kinds of objects are basically, you can say, while modeling you need to take it as organic models, though the models are lifeless. Suppose you are making the landscape, the soil, that is basically lifeless, but because of, you know so many uh, small creatures are living inside, but whatever the reason is, the pattern is such, you need to consider it as organic thing. Then only, means the your approach will be organic modeling approach, not inorganic approach. So now, just the other way, if you think like, then what are inorganic things? What I basically feel, it will be very easy. All the human made things are inorganic objects. You remember like that. Then your modeling approach will be easy for you. Like, should I use organic modeling approach or should I use inorganic modeling approach? So all the human made things, we need to consider as inorganic objects, because human being cannot give life, isn't it? So inorganic things, and most of the natural things will be considered as organic things. So I told you the stone beside the sea. Why the stone is like that? Why the pores are there? Because so many living things are there inside that stone. So it has become a kind of organic thing. Okay, so you just remember like that. So now, mud slab. we are talking about mud slab. Definitely, this is also human made, but mostly you cannot say this is entirely human made. So mud slab, though human being used uh, mud bricks, but not perfectly human made. Mostly human made, 80% human made, but 20% it is still natural. So I have taken now. What you need to do randomly, randomly, I'm giving some loops randomly without any planning. And now my job will be just selecting this part, putting a little bit downward, this part also, and that is also uneven. I'm putting it too much downward, maybe a little bit downward, but most of the corners will go downward, and also maybe inside, because it should not have a perfect shape. Okay, now definitely, if it is a mud slab, what we'll try in monsoon, after the rainwater should not be stored in this area. So the middle part will be a little bit elevated like this, and the all the corners, the rainwater will drain out, isn't it? Think logically. Everything, whatever you will make, then only it will look natural. See, each and everything. I'm making it uneven from all the sides. Okay, so now at least it is not looking made of cement. Pressing 3. Let us check how it is looking so far. Okay, not bad. Now a few things to do. I'm taking another loop, and in this area I need to lock it basically. So over here also I'm taking another loop, and in between, just check it very carefully. This area. So these things are called basically detailing. And this thing, I'm pushing it downward. Don't miss out the plane. Okay. And this one, and through texture, what you can do, maybe the brick is visible in this area. Now let us check what's happening in this area. I'm pressing 3. Can you see losing the edge in this area? Or if your plan is I'm not going to press 3, then also you are getting it right. So similarly, maybe in this area, I'm not very much convinced with this kind of sharp edges, and I'm sliding it downward. See, with the basic structure only, trying to give it a shape. Right? If I press 3, it is not this much sharp now. Okay, it is looking like used. But if my plan is not to press 3, then also it is fine. I'm getting a very small plane in that area, and actually that is looking good. It can go a little bit more inside. You can create this triangle. All right. So similarly, all the edges you need to work with basically. Now over here also, what can be done? Let's lock this area. Now I want to make a bigger change of plane in this area. All right. Let's check how it is looking. I guess you are getting my point. Bigger change of plane in this area. So automatically, at last, after doing throughout the surface, at last it will look, it is made of mud, not made of cement. Even this area, I'm thinking it is too much mud slab can sharp. It can look better. Yes, it is looking better. And at the same time, see, I'm analyzing and doing it one by one. Okay, all right. This area is looking better now. If you want to press 3, check. Can you see how uneven it is? In cement, it cannot be like this. Only in mud, it can be like this. Okay. So if you are creating the hut, the base has to be like this. All of you got my point so far?